Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Ajay, and in this particular tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the Google Forms effectively for your school, because there is a pandemic time going on and many schools are running the courses online. Many platforms are being used like WhatsApp, and the other educational platforms are also being used, and everything is going fine, but the assessment part is what is left that we need to do for the students. So Google Forms is one of the best tool that you can use for the assessment part, and I'm going to show you in detail how to use the Google Form and how to design it. Okay, so for that just go to Google Chrome and simply type google.com/forms. Okay, that's the URL. Just press enter and a dashboard will be in front of you, as you can see. So such kind of dashboard will be in front of you. Dashboard means the place where you have all the options available. Now it is showing that it's a blank form, then a blank quiz, worksheets. Now these are kind of templates over here, and this is a blank form. Now you can choose this blank quiz. Okay, using this particular form, it is already like in a quiz form where you can actually give points. Okay, but I'm not going to make use of this blank quiz, and I'm going to straight away use a blank form, and over there I'm going to show you how to make this form in a quiz form. Okay, so that everything in detail you come to know. So just click on blank form, and then an untitled form will be in front of you. Okay, now the first thing that you need to do is that this form is not in a quiz form. It is just a form where you can actually take surveys, because there are so many multinational companies who conduct surveys and they don't need any details from the customers. They just need a feedback about a product. So this particular form, it is not in a quiz form. To make this form in a quiz form, you have to click on the settings. Now this is the same thing that I said to you, that's the quiz form. Okay, and the same kind of settings will be over there. Okay, so over here there are three options: general, presentation, and quizzes. You have to go to quizzes and you need to make this a quiz. So click over here, and now this form is in the form of a quiz. Okay, click on save, and that's it. Now this particular form is in the form of a quiz. The first thing that you need to do is give a title to your form. For example, since I'm a computer teacher, so I will give a heading like computer science, and over here I can simply give a small description, that is class, maybe class 12, right? Such kind of details, a small description, and the title. So this is the title, and this is a small description about the title, and I can simply write over here that is okay, a test, something of that sort. Fine. So this is how you can just give the title, heading, and the small description to the title. Okay, now the thing is, I'm going to immediately show you how to create the questionnaire, how to create that the quiz, and then there are many other things that I will be telling you at the end of the tutorial. Okay, just stay tuned. So the first thing is you have to simply click over here, and now it will ask you to just type in a question. So I will type a question: what is or a full form of RAM? A simple question. Now I can make this as a multiple choice. Multiple choice means there are some choices to the students, and out of that choice the student can choose one. Okay, but if you want that the student should be able to have 4 or 5 options that he can choose from, then you can just click over here and you can make this as check boxes. Check boxes means now he can check multiple options. Okay, at this point I'm just making this or keeping this as a multiple choice, and then I can give here like random access memory. That's the first option. And now if I have one more option, just click over here and you can have the second option. Second option, I can just say read access memory. Okay, and I can also have a third option, something like random active memory. Okay, random active memory. And the last option I can have something like none of these. Now these are the four options for the students. Now what's the right answer? Now that the answer key I have to tell it to the Google form. So simply at the bottom you can see there's an answer key. Click over here and now you have to just click the right answer. So this is the answer key that you are telling to the Google form, and depending on that, the points will be allocated to a particular student. And then I can also give points over here. In fact, you have to give a point. I can make it to 1 point, 3 point, 4 points. I will just simply keep this as 1 point. Okay, and simply click on done. So I'm done with my first question. So simple, isn't it? Now to go to the next question, what you need to do is over here there is one options available for you, and there is a plus sign which says add question. Okay, so simply click on this plus sign and you can see one more question that is in front of you. Okay, now you can type in your next question. So I will type like full form of Rome. That's the question, and now I can give the answer like random of memory. Second option I can have read only memory. Okay, and if you want to have only two options, you can keep two options, or you can have four options. At this point, okay, let me just have two options. Okay, out of this two he can choose one. Multiple choice questions. Okay, and then I have to give the answer key. Answer key is that is read only memory, and I'll keep this also as 0.1. So you can see if you go at the top, okay, it says the total point is 2. So simple. So this way you can keep on adding the questions. Just click on the plus sign. Okay, make sure that you are at the last question. Okay, for example, if you go over here and if you click on add, so that will be okay in between these two questions. That was my first question and that was my second. Now since I was over here and I clicked over here, so that's one more question in between these two questions. So you make sure that you are on the last particular question and then you click onto the plus sign. Okay, to delete anything, for example, if I want to delete, just click over, okay, just click over here and click on this delete part. Okay, so that's it. And you can also switch over it, like I want this to be the first question, simply go drag this, okay, and make it as first. So simple. There are like 6 dots over here. Using that 6 dot, just okay, press with the key with the mouse and just drag it, and now this becomes my first. So you can just arrange the questions the way you want. Okay, so that's how you can have the questions. Now for example, there are many teachers who are teaching maybe mathematics or where you need to show some figures. So even that you can do. I will come to this particular last question and then click on add question. Now I want this, I don't want to type in anything, I just want to show a picture. So there is a small picture icon over here. Just click on this picture icon and you can upload a picture, or from the camera you can take a picture, from Google Drive, from photos, right? So I will just upload a picture. I will simply take any picture just to show you, like maybe this is the content that I want to show to the students, and depending on this contents then I can ask questions. So this is just a sample thing that I'm trying to show it to you. So the entire thing is in front of you. That picture will be in front of you. This is just a picture, okay? And then I can have my options over here. Even the options I can show in the form of a picture. Like you can see over here, there is a picture icon. Click on this. And again, I can have my options also in form of a picture, okay? So this is how you can add the pictures. So if you are a mathematics teacher and you are finding difficult to have your equations, because it's very difficult to type equations, and you can see the pictures get added, and then you can give the answer key, right? So if you're a mathematics teacher, what you can do, you can type your equations onto a paper. I mean, you can write your equations onto a paper, click a photo and just simply add that particular equation over here, and the right answers also you can just write it, click a photo and add that as an options. right? If you're a Hindi teacher and you're finding it very difficult to type Hindi, the same technique you can use. You can add, just write the part of the Hindi onto a paper, click photo and add it. Okay, maybe it will take a bit of time for you, but that's the best solution if you're really finding hard to type in Hindi. Otherwise, you can use the Google Docs, where you can actually so easily you can type in Hindi, and then you can just copy paste it onto this form. Okay, so that's how you can do it. And then, okay, I'll just delete this to show one more feature, and now I will add again a new question. And also what you can do is you can have images, photos. Okay, just a minute. If you want to add a video, even that you can do. For example, you have to go to this particular section, that is the add video, and then you can add a video first, and then depending on that video, okay, I'll search a video of my own. Okay, click on search. So let me just add a video. Okay, now there are so many videos over here. I will just simply take this video, select, and that particular video will be in front of you. And then you can type something that watch the video and then answer the following, isn't it? You can do this, and then this is just a video. Now to add the question, again you can click the plus sign, and now you can ask your questions regarding to this particular video. Now there are many English teachers who actually show the videos to the students, and then the students have to guess what exactly the speech was all about, and which all words or what the speech was all about, and the particular words that they have used. So English teacher can actually use this in a way where they can simply add a video and then just ask questions regarding to that particular video. It is so simple. Okay, now this is all done, and now the thing is, if you really want to see how this form is going to look like, so simply click on the preview. Over here there is a preview, click onto this, and now you can see the preview of your form. Now this is how the form is going to look like. I did not add any questions to this, so this is how it is. And so this is how the form is going to look to the student. Okay, now you can simply click, the student is going to just click the right answers, and at the end it is just going to click on, the students going to click onto the submit button. Once the students clicks on the submit button, you will find the responses. Now how to see the responses, even that I am going to show you. Okay, now here are the responses, here are the questions, and these are the responses. Now it's saying waiting for responses. Okay, and over here what you have is accepting responses. Now accepting responses, till the point it is on, okay, the students can actually respond to, fill up the form and can submit it. Okay, the moment I make this as not accepting responses, then the students, they cannot submit the form. Even they have the form, they cannot submit the form. Okay, so I'm just closing this, and I'm just not accepting the responses. So if I click this back, and now again I'm accepting the responses. So this is how you can collect the responses. For example, okay, I will delete this particular part because it makes no sense, and delete this also. Now there are only two questions, and okay, this also I need to delete. There are only two questions. Okay, let me just have a preview. Okay, and then let me just choose the answer. Full form for RAM is random access memory, full form of ROM is read only memory, and then the student will click on the submit. The moment he clicks on the submit, the student will able to see the score. So he or she has to click onto the view score button, and then the student can see the score. I have got 2 out of 2. Okay, so that is how the whole thing is. Now you can just go back to your form, and now you can see the responses. It is showing me one response out here. If I click over here, and now you can see it has just given me a summary of that particular responses, total responses. Okay, there might be 100 responses you receive, and it is going to show you the in form of a graph. So a kind of a summary. If you want to individually see the responses, click on to the individual part. individual section, and then you can see individually, you can access it. Now the problem with this form is like there is no information of the students. Where is the information? There is no information. Now if you want to collect the information of the students, what you can do is go to the form, go to the question part again, and come to the header, that's the untitled, the title, I mean to say the title of the form, and over here just add one more question. So one more question will come just below that, and then you can say ask the name of the student, like enter your complete name. Okay, and then you can see automatically Google has made this as a short answer text. Okay, we have that option over here also. You can see short answer. So student is going to type the name. Okay, and I'm going to make this as required as yes, which means that the student cannot submit the form without giving the name. Okay, and I'm not going to give any answer key to this. I just want to make this as, keep this as 0. Okay, and then one more section, one more question I can add to this particular, just a minute. Okay, there is some technical problem, just a minute. Okay, then I can add one more section. Okay, just refresh this. So this is how you can effectively use a Google form. And if I click over here, okay, now it's coming. So click over here and you have one more question, and you can say, okay, let me just, okay, I'll delete this, come to this particular part and click on this. Okay, and then I can say enter your class or enter your section, because maybe you are sending this to a particular class, so you already know the class, and then you can collect the section. Even this you can keep it as short answer text. You can choose it. If it doesn't come, you can choose it from here, and no answer key is required. Okay, and now if you go to the preview, and now you can see the student has to answer. No, this doesn't show required as yes. I'll just make this required as on. For this also required as on. And now just a minute. Okay, just a minute. Now I have to go to the preview part. Okay, there is some network issue. Just a minute, let me just connect it again. Okay, so it shows required means the student has to give the name and the section. Without that, the student won't be able to submit the form. Okay, and I will close this also. Go to the preview part, and now let us just see this. Okay, it is not okay, I have to give the name and the section over here. Unless and until I do that, I won't be able to submit the form, because I have made this as required, as the required part is on. Okay, so that is how to do it. And then, okay, I'll just refresh this because there is some problem. Okay, some network issue, no issues. Now it did not got saved actually. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so now the thing is how to send a form. All thing is done. Click on send over here, and then you can type the email of the students. If you don't have the email, you can simply click over here, and there is a link in front of you. You can just shorten this URL, it's quite big. Just click over here and it will give a short URL. Simply copy this, or there is a button over here, you can click over here also. So it gets copied, and then you can paste it onto your WhatsApp group or whichever group you have. You can just simply paste this particular link, and the student can click onto this link, and they will have the form in front of them. They have to enter the name, they have to enter the section, and then they have to give the answers, and then they can click onto the submit form. So this is the entire tutorial. One more part is that is like where if you want to embed this particular form onto your blog or onto your website, where the student will visit your website and they will have that Google form onto your website. In that case only you can use this, where you can embed the HTML. So this is the entire thing. You need to copy this and then you need to paste this into your HTML code. Now this requires a bit of technical knowledge. So if you're good at that, you can use this option also. You can paste, you can have your forms on your blog or onto your website. Okay, so all the three options I have shown it to you. Okay, so this is how you can do it. So I will just close this. Also at the last I will show you how to add a header. Okay, if you are working for some school and you want that the school header should be at the top. So over here what you can do is you can click on this particular part. Okay, just a minute. Okay, that is the customized theme. I'm so sorry. You have to click on the customized theme and then you can choose an image as the header of your form. Now there are so many headers available. You can have your school header also. I will simply take one just to show you, and you can have a header on the top of the form. Okay, so this is how you can have the header, and this is the entire form. You can add audio, you can add the images. Okay, and every kind of teacher, maybe it's a Hindi teacher or mathematics teachers, you can easily make use of the form, design your form, and then you can send the link to your students, and immediately they click onto that link and they can give their exams. So this is how easily and so nicely you can conduct your test, online test, using the Google form. So I hope that this tutorial is very much clear to you, and if you think that you have gained something from this tutorial, do subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye for now.